What is going on, everybody? Keone, I'm back. Gonna do a little bit of a chill video, boring video, just so I can get a video out. My plans are I'm gonna go lift today with Zach, and he's offered to record for me, so hopefully I can get a lifting session in with the full of what I'm doing right now. I'm definitely doing more plyos and stuff for my knees right now. I might meat hit it up if I have the energy, but for the most part I'm doing a lot of knee stuff, band work, ab work, stuff like that, because I do have injuries in my knees and my back, which I've mentioned in a previous video. So what I'm going to do right now is a Q&A. I posted a Q&A reel on my Instagram the other day, and I got lots and lots of answers, and I'm going to answer a few, just so you guys can know a little bit more about me, and I can answer more of your questions and give you guys advice with whatever you need. I'm going to start by answering questions that are generally asked by everybody. Besides the vert one. I get that one all the time, and I think I say it in every video. I don't need to say it again. One, everybody, asked, like, what's going on with my career and what I decided. I decided to go pro indoor. I signed, and I posted that on my Instagram, so I'm going to be playing professional volleyball in Spain next year. I signed a contract for the year, basically, 8 months. And so I'll head up there in August, mid to late August, and chase the dream. Obviously, I'm super grateful for this opportunity, and yeah, I'm gonna do indoor as long as I can, and then maybe I'll go to the beach after. But that's my route. I'm gonna do indoor, do what I love, and yeah, thanks for everybody who's supported me along the way. Another general question that I get: workouts, which hopefully I can post soon. My vertical. Hawaii versus BYU, I get questions about that as well. I loved it. I loved both. It's apples and oranges. It's hard to compare. But let's just go through these. A few of these, huh? Let's see what we got here. This is from Ray Akana. If you could play another position, what would you want it to be? I think I'd be a setter. Control the whole game. You can do everything. You still play full time, and you have a really big impact on the game if you're good. It's a good question. I'd definitely be a setter. I think I got hands. Also from Bray, which I think is a good question. Who were your volleyball players you looked up to while you were growing up? I looked up to Taylor Sanders the most. I didn't watch very young, like growing up for the most part. I would watch like the games when I was a kid when my grandpa was coaching UH, but I didn't know a lot of people. I thought Josh Walker was dope. He was the assistant coach at UH. He used to play, and I used to watch him. He had dreads, and I used to think he was sick. But definitely Taylor Sanders. I've tried to copy Taylor Sanders' game in a lot of ways. I loved his vert. I loved the way he swung. He was like, I would watch his Olympic highlights. And my grandpa coached him at BYU. He was the assistant coach at BYU. So watching all of Taylor Sanders, I watched hours of Taylor Sanders when I fell in love with volleyball. He's definitely been my number one guy. And that's the thing. I feel like people these days, people who look up to me and want me to answer all these questions on how to play and how to swing and blah blah blah, just watch. Be adaptable, be able to learn by watching. That's what I did. I knew Taylor wasn't going to answer any of my messages, so I'm watching what he's doing and I'm learning from what I'm seeing. I would encourage you guys to do that more. All of us, we're not going to be able to get to all your questions and all that. Just watch what we do. You'll do better if you watch and do what we're doing rather than what we're saying. Shoes, I get this one a lot, and I feel like I've never answered it. My favorite shoes, the shoes I wear. I've worn both Adidas and Nike coming from UH and BYU. Adidas, definitely the crazy flights, the low ones or whatever. Those ones are nice. Those ones are really good volleyball shoes. I'd recommend it, and I don't think they're super super expensive either. You can't complain really about them. If you have something to complain about them, you're just making excuses. Very good laterally, had good cushion. It's light, and honestly, it looks kind of cool too. It's clean. The white's clean. So definitely those Adidas crazy flights. For Nike, we tried a couple pairs, the Giannis and these big clunky ones, and the GT cuts. I liked most of the Kobe's, the new Kobe's. These right here. I don't know which ones they're called. I think they're the 9s or something, but these are really comfy, and I think they do pretty well as a volleyball shoe. They're light, pretty good grip and stuff, so no complaints about them. I like them. I use them for the most of my season at BYU. What's the mindset I have as an undersized hitter? To be physical. That's the mindset you definitely have to have. aside from passing, you have to be a ball control guy. If you're undersized, you have to have ball control. It's like guys who are bigger don't and can OT every ball. Like they can sacrifice some ball control, but we cannot. So your ball control and your passing has to be really good. But you have to be physical because everybody else is bigger. You have to be more physical. Like you just have to. There's realities to things, and me being smaller, I'm gonna have to be more physical, and I've accepted that, and that's what I do. So I just like blasting hands, basically. How tall are my parents? My mom's like 5'3", and my dad's like 5'10". I got lucky. I'm 6'0", 6 nothing. Got 2 extra inches on my dad. Yeah. How do I deal with knee pain? We all get them, you know. If you're not getting knee pain at some point in your volleyball career, you're not playing hard enough, brother. There's a lot of different ways to deal with knee pain. You know, everyone's a little different. Certain parts of the knee require different workouts or rehabs or rest. A lot of band work, isometrics, eccentrics, knees over toes and plyos. Those are all really good for your knees, and I'm doing a lot of that right now. I actually have this personal trainer at the moment. His name is Mark, and he runs this his personal training. It's called Rise Fitness, and you guys should check it out. He's based in Arizona. I met him in Arizona, but I think he can do it remote, like because I have an app where I get my workouts on my phone from him, and I'm sure I don't know what his pricing is, but I'm sure he'd be able to. He's really been helping me out. My knees been getting healthier by the week, and I can feel my explosive muscles working really well right now. So shout out to Mark in Arizona. You the GOAT, bro. Somebody asked if I ever have aspirations of playing for USA. I do. I would love to play for USA. I'd love to put on the stripes one day. Maybe if I get lucky, get to the Colorado Training Center one summer. Maybe do like a be on the VNL roster or a Pan Am roster. Those are goals that I have for sure. Those interest me. They look really cool. I'd be super grateful to represent my country. You know, that'd be dope. That's just like I feel like such an achievement. So that's definitely a goal. I haven't been invited yet, obviously, but I would definitely love to perform overseas so I can make it maybe like in one of the upcoming summers. You know. Somebody asked who's the biggest chirpers in the NCAA, like people who talk the most trash. Let me think on this one. There's a couple. I know that one guy from San Diego who had a really big beef with Hawaii. I think he's a chirper. I forget his name. I didn't play San Diego this past year. Prime Will Rotman was a chirper. He was good. He would get under the skin of lots of guys. He would chirp a lot. This year, UCLA guys were pretty chirpy this year. Cooper and Zach, they did a pretty good job chirping. They would talk across the net a lot too. I think those are the biggest ones. Yeah, those guys. So every once in a while they can get under your skin. Yeah, that's the strategies of the game, though. That's how it works. I try not to that much. Like across the net, at least I celebrate a lot on my side and get amped. But yeah, I don't talk too much trash across the net. Sometimes at UH I did definitely more than I did at BYU. But I encourage it. I encourage trash talking to everybody. Maybe not everybody, but definitely in college. Like we need to grow the sport more, and we need a little beef. So, favorite moment with Kurt. There's too many of those. When he stole my girl. No, I'm just kidding. I think when we would play some games at Hawaii, we were both mentally, situationally aware of the fact that we were living our dreams, and we would talk about it to each other. Like mid-game, we'll be like, dude, we worked really hard for this, didn't we? Like, we're enjoying this. We'll look around, see 10,000 fans, and we're like, dang, man. Like, I'm happy for you. Like, I'm happy you're living your dream, and he was happy that I was living mine. And moments like that was nice, you know? Kind of just like brothers type of thing. How do you get recruited by D1, D2, like how do you get recruited out of high school? And I personally think the number one thing that when you're in high school, you're young, right? So the number one thing I believe that coaches are looking for when they see you in club or you send them your videos through high school games, the number one thing they're going to be looking for is, are you physical? I think that's the first thing they look for, right? Like, I know you want to show them you're smart and you're good at volleyball, but first things first, as a young kid, what they want is some big boys. Big boys, and if you're physical, are you banging the serve? Are you OTing? Are you bouncing? Are you jumping high as hell? Like, that's the very first thing they're going to look at. And if you have a lot of it, you're most likely going to be more interesting. So that'd be the first thing that I would, like, get a little meatheady. Learn how to hit the ball hard. Learn how to rip a good serve. The technique stuff will come, and a lot of coaches will coach you on your technique. So rip the ball, be physical, and then obviously, like, higher level guys, like, you had to play good volleyball, like, to be able to get recruited to the good places. But physicality is probably the most important thing for you young guys, I think. Obviously, get good grades, because that's why I went to junior college, because I had bad grades. Do I know Spanish? Nope. I better start learning, because I'm cooked. How do you prepare for high pressure matches? I love them. That's one thing you can't teach. The dog in people. Some people just got the dog in them, and some people just don't. You can't really teach it. Like, you gotta love it. I love that stuff. I love 24 all. I love being the last guy on the line on game point. Like, you just gotta love it. It's such a big, great opportunity for you to be better, do something great when everyone's expecting you to. It's a lot of pressure. It's a privilege. That's how I think of it. How do I swing hard like you? I actually I think I came across a podcast with, I think it was Dylan Klein, and I think he said it well. Because I'm a fan of lifting, right? Lifting and getting stronger. You'll be able to swing harder if you just get stronger. But he put it in a good point that swing hard. Like, to swing hard, you have to practice swinging hard. And when I was young, like, he made a good point of sacrificing, like, you don't have to be technically perfect when you're young. If you want to, like, be able to grow up and swing hard, like, you just have to swing hard. Like, all I wanted to do was swing hard when I was a kid. Like, it's like egotistical almost, but then it naturally becomes a hard swing. So I think he put it well. That's a good advice that I think I would probably share with kids in the future. If you want to swing hard, practice swinging hard. Freaking hit the ball. From childhood to Hawaii to BYU and soon Spain, what is your why? This is a great question. Honestly, probably the most important question, and I'm probably going to end it with this one. My why has been different over the years, and I would say the beginning of my story, when I grew my why, life was tough. I had a tough family situation going on, everyone has their problems, right? Everyone has something hard in life, and my family was going through it. Crazy things was going on. Crazy things. Super poor. All this great stuff. So my why started off with a motivation to change my circumstances. I'm like, I don't want this to be my life. And it came, and a lot of pain, right? A lot of hurt, a lot of whatever was going on. So I was very angry. But anger is a great motivator. And at times I think it's necessary to grow as a person. So when I was younger, that's why I lifted so hard. And that's why I caught up so fast, right? Because all I did was lift. And all I did was work towards my dream. I basically cut off all my friends in high school except for a couple that were very, very important to me. Right? I kept my circle super small. All I did was train volleyball. All I did was learn and grow with my friends and lift and get bigger and chase my dream. Like, that was it. I was angry. I was locked in. Like, if anybody want to hang out, no, get out my face. Like, I only hung out with my boys, my very small circle, and I wanted to chase my dream. And it was like, it's a great motivator, anger and rage, and like, it can really help you. And it was just basically, I didn't want to live the way I was living anymore. I wanted to go out, I wanted to live the dream, I wanted to chase the dream, make some money, do what I love. Like, that was the beginning, that was my why. And it carried me a while, because obviously the family stuff never ended. Like, we had lots of problems for a while. And especially COVID, it got really bad over COVID. And so I've had that pain for a while. But within the past 2-ish years, it became different because my parents finally divorced or whatever, and we finally started growing on our own and shit. So I live with my mom and my sister and stuff. And over time, and then my sister graduated from college, and then she got a big girl job. So it's like things started to switch around for us. We all, my sister's helping my mom with money. You know, I have an autistic little brother, and now that my sister's home, they could help watch him, co-parent, and stuff like that. Like, we started to get a nice routine going. You know, we had a decent amount of money. Like, we weren't necessarily fully living paycheck to paycheck, right? We can have more food. We can, you know, Gunner, my little brother, can have stuff that he needs. Now that Haley's got a big girl job and they're helping us out. And I've had lots of family members help us out over these past few years. And then I'm starting to live the dream at UH, right? And BYU, I'm starting to get lots of love. And I started to lose that anger or rage motivation. And it was getting kind of confusing for me. And then I would try to force being angry. Like, oh, I gotta go get it. I gotta get after it. Like, I gotta fight for blah, blah, blah. And it just started getting less and less efficient because I was getting so much love from my family and all those things that were motivating me through anger. Like, I don't want it. It's not happening anymore. You know what I mean? Life was good. Life was good. My family was happy. Lots of love. So many people were inspired watching me play. Like, I'm living my dream, and I've had so many great friends and all that stuff. But I still obviously want to be the best at what I do. Right? I didn't want to be content. I didn't want to just like, oh, things are getting pretty good. Like, so I had to learn my new why, and it took a while. Maybe it took like a year. It took me a while, and I think I understand it pretty well now. Like, that pain and stuff doesn't really motivate me anymore. My why now is how tailored I am to being the best version of myself with the Lord and representing the Lord, Jesus Christ. And the reason I say that is because in the athlete industry, it is an industry, especially in this day and age, where it is very materialistic, very pleasing to the flesh. And what I mean by that is all the pro athletes, you know, more and more these days, drinking, smoking, lots of sex, lots of money, like whatever keeps their mind right, whatever keeps their flesh feeling good, whatever keeps them, you know, like after a bad game, you know, smoking away and keeping your mind relaxed so you don't think about it, or drinking, or having a new girl every weekend to please your flesh and feel good and get that ego of like feeling like you're the best and like, I'm an athlete, I'm the best, like I'm the most athletic in the world, like I can, you know, that's kind of what the industry is turning into, as in a lot of industries, honestly, these days. And my why is kind of turning into not, like, I want to be the best and I want to beat others and be undeniable in what I do and be great at volleyball without doing any of that. I've never drank, I've never smoked. I'm not perfect though. Like, I've had my time with girls at UH and thought that's what I needed, or, you know, the ego kind of came up to me where I'm cool, I'm playing for a national championship team, like I'll talk to girls and blah blah blah. Like, so I've been there for sure, and it's like it's always still a void you feel, right? If you're a man of Christ, you understand what I'm talking about. And at the end of the day, I feel like a vessel to represent the Lord in what I do, and I'm talented at what I do, and I want to use it to show people that God is where I am, or why I'm here, and he's not, like, it's not only for him, it's because of him is why I'm here, right? Even when I was young and angry, like, he was always a part of my life. And like, I take pride in being a guy who can say, like, I'm not pleasing my flesh like you, like I'm not going and partying, and I'm not gonna drink, I'm not gonna smoke, and just keep my mind right and fuck whoever I want. Like, I want to be a man of God. I don't want to drink. I want to treat my body right. I want to treat others with respect, right? As equals. I don't want to be like an athlete who is like, you are lower than me, or like, I want to have a wife, right, who I love dearly and I can achieve my dreams with, and she can support me with everything. And yeah, so that's kind of my why now. It's like, now I have another reason to try and be the best, but not only do it the best, but be the best in what I morally feel is the right way, which is not tailored towards the athlete industry, right? It goes against it. Like, people need to please their bodies and feel good and feel relaxed mentally to be able to perform, right? But I want to perform without that stuff. I want to perform by reading my scriptures, praying, learning how to control my emotions when times are getting tough, right? Learn how to go through different emotions when you don't have a girl, or like being able to love and respect one girl only when OnlyFans and the industry is just like every girl wants to, not even just girls, like everybody in general just wants to fuck each other these days. Like everybody, it's just like everybody loves it. It's like a addiction, right? So, and I'm not saying I have anything against these people. Love all those people. I love them all. And I'm going to have teammates like that. I'm going to have opponents like that. I'm going to have friends like that. I do have friends like that and teammates like that and opponents like that who I love dearly and respect them dearly. I just want to be better than them, in volleyball without doing what they do. That's just kind of my why. And I think it's a great why. The Lord is why I'm here. And I want to represent Him to the best of my abilities. And do it, which I generally think is the right way. And I think a lot of you youngins should understand that as well. The world is just going to get harder and harder with temptations, and like the normal of things is just going to keep getting worse and worse, right? Everyone's going to be. So I just, stay strong. I would suggest you be a man of God and find the relationship with God yourself, because He's undeniable. He's very loving and He cares for me. And I trust His plan in everything I do. And so yeah, I think that's probably the best question I like to answer for you guys. That's my why. I want to be the best, but I'm not going to be content and just say like, oh, I played pro, or oh, I played D1. Like, I don't want to just throw on the jersey and say that I've been able to throw on the jersey. Like, I want to represent my jerseys, my pro jerseys, and my D1 jerseys. Like, I want to wear it. Like, I want to do something in them. You know what I'm saying? I want to I want to throw the stripes on one day, hopefully. If I am blessed enough to get an opportunity with that. Like, I just want to do it the right way, in my opinion. I don't want to be like everyone else. So, but I love everyone else. It's like, I don't want anybody to think like I have a vendetta against anybody, because literally everyone on earth is like this, for the most part. Like, everyone, life is hard for everybody, and everybody has their own problems and reasons, and I try to love them as Christ would. So I don't have a vendetta against them at all. I would just, when it comes to the athlete industry, everyone who's doing everything that they can to keep their body right in fleshful and materialistic ways, I would like to win and beat them, representing God and doing good things. So that's my why. I think it's going to carry me through a long way, and I'm grateful to have now found a good why that feels consistent for me, because for a year it took me a while. I was like, I don't know what my why is. I'm not angry anymore. Like, I'm not. So that's probably my biggest why, and probably a deeper sense into Keone that you guys haven't necessarily fully seen. I know most of you guys know I'm a man of God or whatever, but yeah, I think of these things a lot, how to represent myself and who I impact when I die, and how I represent the Lord. If I was a piano legend, I would represent the Lord playing piano. If I was a freaking anyways, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm gonna end it here, probably do a bunch of editing, try and make it a shorter-ish video. I just gotta get a video out for you guys. Lifting video coming out soon, and then this Sunday I'm gonna play in an indoor tournament, get some reps back in, play indoor with a couple boys, and I'm gonna film that, so I can get some indoor tournament content, which I know you guys would probably like. So beware though, I haven't played indoor in a while. I might be trash, but I've been working out, doing this specific plan for my knees and my back, and I've been feeling good. I've been feeling pretty good. I'm healing up, so I think once I get the hang of it out of pool play, I'll be bouncing a few for the boys. Other than that, I love you all. Thanks for the questions. I love to answer them. Just stop asking me how I jump so high. I have to answer that question 10 million times. Nah, I'm just kidding. Love you guys. God bless. Be safe. Catch y'all later.